And the mic is down there.
I saw that.
Still getting set up. We're almost there. Didn't want anybody leaving. What you thinking tonight, Kevin?
Whatever Pennington starts playing.
Do
What you playing tonight, Pennington?
Guess we'll just have to see. Huh?
Whatever Shake starts playing, I try to keep up.
All right, I'm responding to a few messages that came in from some of our guests. So Colin Keegan, he just says, thanks for having me on the show. I had a great time. I'll get some whiskey off to you guys a little bit later. Awesome. Sounds good. Go ahead and take us if you're ready.
There ain't no guitar in his hand.
Oh, there we go. Got it. I thought he was getting ready. I heard a couple tambourine shakes.
Oh, we're just loosening. I'm just loosening that up there. Let's see here. Rye whiskey. Who wanted rye whiskey?
Big Dog, maybe? I forget who. I think it was Big Dog.
All right. Woo.
11th hour, boom.
Jagged diamonds, and I know you hold. You robbed my poor pockets of silver and gold. It's a whiskey, you villain. You've been my downfall. You kicked me, you cuffed me, but I love you for all. Rye whiskey, I cry. If I don't get rye whiskey, I think I might die.
Pikesville.
It's a beefsteak when I'm hungry, rye whiskey when I'm dry, greenbacks when I'm hard up, and heaven when I die. I'll go yonder and build me a still. I'll give you a gallon for a $5 bill. Rye whiskey, I cry. If a tree don't fall on me, I'll live till I die. If the ocean was a whiskey and I was a duck, I'd swim to the bottom and I'd never come up. But the ocean ain't whiskey and I'm not a duck, so I'll play Jack of Diamonds and trust to my luck. Rye whiskey, I cry. If I don't get rye whiskey, I think I will die.
Woo-hoo.
Go Santos.
Woo!
All right.
That's a wise duck right there, I gotta say.
He just learned that in the last 15 minutes.
Nice. Perfect. He's a quick learner.
Mm-hmm.
Well, it was either that or switch his car insurance to Geico in the last 15
Oh,
minutes.
there you go. That's true.
Had the two options.
Where's Brunlow?
Ooh, I don't know. I think he's still taking care of his niece.
Ooh.
Take your time.
You got a fine slab of meat there, son.
That's right. He's got everything
Something to
going.
be proud of.
He was putting
Nothing to
it
be
in,
ashamed of.
He was putting it in the fridge to keep it good.
As one does.
That was backwards.
Sure.
What are you doing? No. I got all kinds of them.
Look at that.
Morning.
Wow. Here, I can light you.
I got my.
You got some fly eyes.
I need the E with the little B. I got the E with the little B. Whiskey, won't you come and take my troubles? 'Cause I can't seem to do this on my own. In the morning there is hours and infinity. Starlit evening come, take me home. I ain't got a dime in my pocket. I just stepped on my last cigarette. But there's a bar downtown that gives me credit. My home away from home, so off I went. Tomorrow there's a train to Carolina. Tomorrow that's just where I'm gonna go. To feel the warm sunshine on my shoulders. Live my days a free and easy soul. There's the hills and trees that surround me. My ceiling holds the moon and stars above. I'll never be a lonely man a-walking. I'll never live one day without love. Whiskey, won't you come and take my trouble? 'Cause I can't seem to do it on my own. In the morning there is hours and infinity. The starlit evening comes to take me home. The starlit evening comes to take me home. Hey!
Very nice. Woo!
That's a fire.
Yeah.
Complaining, but 10 degrees cooler.
Everything's got good views on
Air
it.
temperature or fire temperature?
Air temperature.
Okay. Oh yeah.
No, the fire started hot.
Yeah, I'm trying to find the
Fire's
now.
plenty hot.
Close out.
It's funny, you start a fire, everybody stares into the fire.
You know what?
I'm
Well,
guilty.
I didn't
We had
think
good
we had
participation,
this
had
copper
good
package. You
tune-ins,
throw it in
that was
fire,
good.
it turns them blue and green
Yeah.
and all sorts of neat colors.
Yeah. It takes you back to high school when you used to dip your little round thing into the chemical and put it over the Bunsen
Well,
burner.
I wasn't sure where that
different
sentence was
colors.
going.
Yeah,
It's the
it's like
same
it
thing.
reminds you of high school when you're dipping
When you were
your wick
dipping
and
the,
what?
You gotta dip
hey,
your little round thing in there.
yeah.
Yes, it does turn different colors depending on what you put it into.
Yes, this is true. Found where she's been before you.
Oh, Lord.
Uh-oh.
Oh my goodness!
Family friendly show. Family friendly show.
Yeah. We are still
Have you guys
live.
done a sound check? Have you? How's the sound, everybody?
We sang 2 songs.
I don't know.
I can't see their monitor over
I
there.
know. I can't quite make it out.
They might be
Someone's
going.
got to pull it up on their phone.
I know.
Well, I had a tambourine, a harmonica, and singing. What are you doing?
I know Roy's still
Pulling
awake.
some meat.
Roy is still awake. Roy's still in the chat.
Roy!
We just rotate it back a little bit, turn up the volume.
Rye with
You can hear it.
Sounds
Yeah.
perfect.
Christopher
Here.
Malloy wants to know if you're
I
taking
brought-
your
I brought-
sets.
Lana says the sound is perfect. Vegas art sounds good.
Here.
Are
That's
we
a shaker.
taking, are we
No, I'll do
taking
the shaker.
requests?
Well, up to a certain
Yeah.
point. What do you want to hear?
Oh yeah, I'm good at these.
Yeah, you can click.
You
Oh,
got the
yeah,
clicker.
you bet.
You're a clicker. Yeah. I can just
See
do a little every once in a
Hell
while.
yeah, I brought my. It's called the percussion pack for everybody to play.
Dan Pancaldi would love this. Look at that. Wow.
It's pretty close to the mic though.
Oh, yeah, that is. They're probably hearing that.
My foot tambourine. That's why I had it up here on my hand.
Perfect. Perfect.
Feels good.
If somebody has a request, then let us know
He
and
wants
we'll
to know,
think about it.
Christopher Malloy wants to play you to play Honky Tonk Woman. Have you ever heard of hockey?
Oh yeah, we've heard that one, but we've never played it. We don't know it.
Well, give us another one
That's
that you're
Rolling
ready
Stones.
to play.
Yeah. We could do which one? Huh? Yeah, we can do that one. Little Chris Stapleton, second one to know. That's a good one.
I've been there before. I've been the second one to know.
Well, it's good to be the second one to know. If you're the third one to know, you're already behind the curve.
There you go.
Hey, there you go. My love on your back burner. Never let anything that hot get cold. If you ever change your mind, wanna leave it all behind, honey, let me be the second one to know. Hold up my right hand, I swear to the promised land, I'd rather die than ever treat you bad. All I ever ask of you, honey, treat me the same way too. 'Cause I don't want to lose what all we have. Don't put my love on your back burner. Never let anything that hot get cold. If you ever change your mind, wanna leave it all behind, baby, let me be the second one to know. Yeah, the second one to know. First you stole my heart, that was the easy part. Don't ever tell me the crime don't pay. Now that it's in your hand, I hope you understand. I would have given it to you anyway. Don't put my love on your back burner. Never let anything that hot get cold. If you ever change your mind, wanna leave it all behind, honey, let me be the second one to know. Yeah, the second one to know. Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, what was the screaming?
Some
Those
kids.
little kids or something.
Somebody else want to sing
They're
along?
raving fans over there.
Raving fans?
Yeah.
Might have been a meth head.
I don't think in this neighborhood they'd be
Well,
very
could
welcome.
Be a zombie apocalypse.
Whiskey head.
Rye whiskey, so good.
It's been open probably about 6 months. So it's good.
Robert, if you're watching, that I'm representing Iron Root right now,
Oh,
but
yeah.
that Armagnac stuff made my Twitter twinkle.
Again, we are not getting paid by Iron.
No.
I got a semi-private tour and tasted the stuff right out of the barrels. That was pretty
Right
awesome.
on the cask.
So thank you for that.
It is good. It is good.
Nom nom nom.
I don't smoke at all.
I retired. Thank you.
Yep. He used to smoke all the darn time.
Oh, all right.
Yeah. And then I don't.
And then he
Good for
stopped.
you.
That was awesome.
What do you think, Penny?
Smoking cessation worked.
Penny, you want a cigar?
Oh, that's, yeah, that one. Let's do
You
income.
want a lighter one or a heavy one?
Lighter one. Dust on the ball. Let's do dust on the ball.
It's never have been.
Actually,
I tried smoking a cigar with bourbon.
Yeah, wait till
about
he's not
2
playing, he
years
said.
ago.
Irwin
like to
says,
die,
"Sing it,
but-
cousin Shane."
Huh?
So Irwin says, "Sing it, cousin Shane."
There you go.
Oh,
Everybody's probably got a couple bottles on their shelf that got some dust on them, but you know what?
Dust on the bottom.
Doesn't mean it ain't good stuff.
Love it.
Mr. Williams.
Creole Williams lived down a dirt road, made homemade wine like nobody I know. Dropped by one Friday night and said, "Can you help me, Creole? Got a little girl waiting on me and I wanna treat her right. I got what you need, son. It's sitting down in the cellar. Reach through the cobweb and he turned on the light and said, might be little dust on the bottle. Don't let it fool you about what's inside. There might be little dust on the bottle. It's one of those things that gets sweeter with time. You were sitting on your porch swing as you pulled up the driveway. Old heart was racing as you climbed inside. Slid over real close and then we drove down the lake shore. Watched that sun fade in that big red sky. Reached under the front seat and said, here's something special. Just been waiting for a night like tonight. Oh, might be little dust on the bottle. Don't let it fool you about what's inside. There might be little dust on the bottle. It's one of those things that gets sweeter with time. You're still with me. We've made some memories. After all these years, there's just one thing I found. Some say true love, it's like a fine wine, keeps getting better as the days go by. Oh, might be little dust on the bottle. Don't let it fool you about what's inside. There might be little dust on the bottle. It's one of those things that gets sweeter with time. There might be little dust on the bottle. Don't let it fool you about what's inside. There might be little dust on the bottle. It's one of those things that gets sweeter with time. Good job, Barto. Participation.
Love that song.
Uh-huh. It's a good one. I was wondering when you was going to come down here and join us.
I'm
Yeah.
listening right there.
Oh, yeah. You see that stage?
You have a beautiful voice.
Great.
Mhm. I don't know that one. Green grass, I got anymore. No, soul shine.
I like the company that old Bart here gave you.
That's it.
I did. I
love
liked it a
that
lot.
song.
I like it when people sing along.
I didn't even know you knew country.
Oh, yeah.
Learning new things.
Oh, the 90s was, man.
He's got the cowboy hat.
Well, that is true. That is true. That's the cowboy hat. That
I got soul shine.
well traveled.
90s country, man. That was awesome times. I love the storytelling.
Good call. That's an art that's missing from today's country.
A lot of requests for Hank Williams Jr.,
Well, it's
Garth.
a good friend.
Earth is good.
Well, it's one we've done at a couple campfires, but we love it, and it's a good Hank Williams Jr. song.
Love it.
One of y'all want the hand tambourine?
Want a hand
I mean, this is participation
Yeah,
music
she's
here.
in. She's in.
There you go.
I gotta make sure I'm not getting.
I always get
too
distracted when I'm. One thing's for sure, we're all just passing through. No, we're not gonna live forever, not me and you. But Lord, I've had a good time. Yeah, Lord, I've had a good life, and I've just got one thing to say. This is all that matters anyway. Good friends, good whiskey, and good loving. I want to thank you, Lord, for giving me all of them that get me by. Take my money, take my ring. I trade it all for just three things. Good friends, good whiskey, and good loving. Don't you know I'm just like lots of folks in your town? Hell, I laugh and I love and I cuss life's ups and downs. There really ain't much difference, you see, between all of you and me. 'Cause I like cold beer and hot lips and a ride in the country. And I like good friends, I like good whiskey, and I like good loving. I want to thank you, Lord, for giving me all of them that get me by. Take my money, take my ring. I trade them all for just three things. Good friends and good whiskey and her good loving. Take my money, take my ring. I trade them all for just three things. Good friends and good whiskey and good loving. That's a good campfire song.
Need more cowbell.
I love what you're doing, boys, but I gotta have more cowbell.
Genius.
Bart, I think it was a good 12 hours of boom for a 1 year hiatus.
I thought it was very good.
Yeah.
It was very good. Good pacing. I think I got slightly ahead of myself in the last two.
You're welcome.
But you closed your
Yep,
sphincter.
that's good. True. True.
I don't know if you know what we're talking about, but in Austin, I learned lots
Oh, really?
about drinking.
Okay.
Apparently, it involves sphincters.
Okay. A lot of sphincter talk.
Well, there's a doctor has shown that when you always want to eat something before you drink,
Sure.
because apparently if you drink on an empty stomach, the sphincter at the bottom of your stomach will open completely and allow the alcohol to just dump straight into your intestines, and it doesn't slow the process, and that's why you can get a little out of hand too fast.
They call it a sphincter.
It's
at
a
the bottom of your
sphincter.
stomach.
There are many
Any,
sphincters.
All right.
Yeah.
yeah, there are many
Most
sphincters.
only know
But
one.
you're a dirty
Uh-huh.
feller that always thinks of one.
Yeah.
Most only know one sphincter.
I don't go,
I qualify.
my nose
there
is
too.
kind of plugged. My nose is kind of plugged up today. I think the sphincter valve is broken.
But we learned about
No.
sphincters in Austin. It was neat.
It's good.
Saw a couple distilleries. I had a good time with Brunel.
Oh, very nice.
And at
I
one
warned
point,
him. I warned Shane though on the way down there. I'm like, look, there's a lot of whiskey. You can overload
yourself.
pretty quick.
That's right. There's
gotta
more
remember.
coming. There's always another good dram right around the corner.
Yeah, just remember, it's whiskey. It's not beer.
at one point, I thought to myself,
That's a song right there.
I've
It's
been
whiskey,
drinking
not
for like
beer.
14 hours today.
Right. Yes.
I needed A snack and a night night.
That literally is a song. You got to remember.
Another country song.
It's
Snack
whiskey,
and night night.
not beer. There's a whole
Yep.
song right there. We'll make a note.
Is that sherry enough for you?
You just got to remember.
No,
It's whiskey, not beer.
It's whiskey,
it's
not
sweet,
beer.
it's light, maybe it's
That
light.
we
That
need to
literally
sit
is,
down
yes.
and come up with
Yeah,
something
well,
like that.
there's our title stuff
Pace
right
yourself.
there.
Yeah.
Yes.
Whiskey, not beer.
Yeah,
It's not as
that
funky
could
as some.
be several.
I've only had that
That's
for 10,
perfect.
so I can't really say
It's whiskey.
much else. But I
not
seen that
beer.
at that place and I bought it. And
Hold
it's
on.
actually
what
not
do you want to do,
Little
Penny?
note right now on that
It
one.
wasn't. I mean, you can taste
Woo.
the sherry. And it's there, but it's not
We could do all
gotta
summer long.
super heavy.
We could do. What do you guys want to
But
hear?
that butt was used
I
4 times per day.
don't know. I heard
Mellencamp.
Whiskey Scout talking about using a butt. I wasn't sure what he was saying.
Molasses says that sphincters are important. Without them, we'd be in deep doo doo.
Oh,
Yes, we would. Good one. Molasses.
Oh, Nancy Fraley is tuning in.
Oh, Nancy. Nancy the Nose. She's awesome.
Do we got any cop stories we can tell? Eric Evanson wants to know.
Oh, well, always.
We got stories
You
for
gotta
days,
remember,
but most of
it's
them aren't
whiskey, not
aren't
beer.
dinner appropriate. Campfire appropriate. But not-
Yeah, I know. I just thought I was like, well, that one, nope.
What kind of story are you looking for?
Well, my best is the one I always tell everybody, and it's safe. It's the number one rule I tell rookies is don't forget what.
I'm having Charlie grab those.
Oh, okay.
Those
Yeah,
logs
another
and throw
log
them on there.
is I always tell the rookies, you never win a fight with a naked guy.
Oh no, there's nothing good that happens
So
there.
you just got to know right there, you don't ever win a fight with a naked guy. And then they're like, what are you talking about? And I'm like, well, I'm working one day. They put out a call that I happen to not be too far away from. A well-built man is in the middle of a very busy intersection, buck naked, slippery. That was in the description.
They're always
yeah, the
slippery.
adjective was buck naked and slippery. I'm like, wow. And he's stopping traffic. Apparently he's having fights with cars. I'm like, wow. Hope that guy's gone by the time I get to there. Well, I roll up. He is not gone. He's very big, very naked, and very slippery looking. So I pull over into the deal. I get out, and I'm like, hey, what are you doing?
And he said,
And he says,
I'm gonna kill
oh,
you.
he said, my skin's on fire. My skin's on fire. And then he like slapped a car that was next to him. And then he slapped another car. They're looking at me and they're pointing. I'm like, yeah,
I see him. Yeah, he's hard to
he's
miss.
big, naked,
And
and
slippery.
slippery. I see him. And they're like, well, look at what are you going to do? Nothing yet.
I got backup.
Because, number one, you ain't ever going to win a fight with that naked guy. Your buddies will show up and they won't even jump in right away. They'll be like, holy moly, look what that slippery naked guy's doing to Bart. He's all, woo, I didn't even, well, he's sitting on him. Look where his, oh my goodness. So I waited. A few more officers showed up and they're like, holy
And this
moly.
is pre-taser.
Oh, yeah. There's no easy way. You're going to have to go hands on.
That's
Yeah.
how you do it.
So I was
Glove
like,
up,
I
boys.
was like, does anybody have any water? And someone was like, yeah. And I'm like, let me see it. And it was like nice and cold, a little bit dripping. I held it up. I go, hey, I got some water. You thirsty? And he was like, yeah, my skin's on fire. I'm like, come over here and get some water. So he just kind of walked over and everybody's thinking, how's this going to go? I'm like, here's the water. I'm going to give you the, and he, oh, I'm like, we're going to need more water first. Right? He's having, so, and this is a medical thing going on here. He's had something that's messing with him. Let's give him some water. And then I said, hey, we're going to get you some more water. That car over there, police car, the AC's on blast. Do you want to crawl in there and just enjoy that cold air on the slippery body? Yeah. Boom, pop on in there, baby. Hop on in, have a seat. Boom, he's in the car, close the door, keep the air up. Let's bring him some more water, and off to the hospital we go. We're going to let we got to put out the fire. So, yeah, because again, Gene,
Yeah.
You don't ever win a
Win a
fight with a naked guy.
Oh,
So you don't fight them. Yeah, the last thing you want to do is snatch onto them in an aggressive way. You know, hey, you ain't being out here naked no more. Oh, snap. You're in for it now. You're
committed.
going to end up mounted.
Here's what happens though with the veteran guys when you've got time on. That call comes out of the naked guy in
Sure.
the intersection. The veteran goes, I ain't going anywhere near that.
Yeah,
And then you
Like,
see two
time for
rookies.
coffee.
yeah.
You see two rookies go
Fly
flying
by.
by you
Yeah.
at 80.
Now,
They're heading, they want it.
let's pop on down, see how they handle that.
Yeah.
Oh, boy, they're going hands on.
Now we got the story.
Now
to
it's
tell.
getting real. Yeah, my favorite part was all the folks in it that are stopped in traffic pointing them out. Hey, don't you see this guy? Oh yeah,
Yeah.
oh I see
What do you
him.
want me to do about it?
Yeah, I don't know if I can miss the fella. That fella's a large, slippery, naked man. I see him. I see him right there.
Yeah, nothing good comes from naked
No.
Again, another good country title.
Yeah, there it is.
naked
Yeah.
slipper guys.
I still like it. You never win a fight with a naked guy. They're right there. People are like, I've got to hear the rest of this song. How is this going to go?
Never fight with a naked guy.
Yeah. You never win a fight with a naked man. It's got to be naked, too. You got to have naked.
Naked.
You never win a fight with a naked man. They're like, wow, that's the top chart hit right there. So there you go. There's a good
There's a
cop
good cop
story.
story, and it
Can
ended
he- yes.
happily
Well,
ever
yeah.
after.
Well, you just
happily until your shift ended.
Right. Yeah. We were good. Well, we got him. We got him the medical attention he needed.
Yeah. Till
His
the next
skin
time.
was on fire. Yeah. Hopefully, someone learned a lesson. All right. Whatever you did, formaldehyde. Hello. Formaldehyde dipped in a blunt.
Yeah,
not
you're not
good.
supposed to do that.
Yeah. It's called wet.
Wet.
You don't want to do it.
Wet is bad.
Yeah. You end up with your skin on fire
And naked.
and naked.
We had a
stopping
similar
traffic.
call first shift. Sunday morning, about 10:30. Church is letting out.
Ooh.
Little old lady calls 911. Says I have a very large, naked, slippery guy
Oh yeah. Always slippery.
jumping on the hood of my car.
Yeah. Hard to ignore.
So
Do you know him?
Yeah. Is he related? That's question
the
number one.
officers, the other officer and I, we roll up. The other officer got there a shade bit before me,
Oh no.
and this man he's naked except for his tennis shoes.
Oh yeah. You
And
got to
he's-
keep
and
the
he's-
shoes on.
And he's large,
Oh.
and he is engaging in a act
Uh-oh.
that is kind of a
Extracurricular.
like a reproductive act
Okay, like an extracurricular act.
with
Well, that they're not
with one of those big blue trash cans.
Wow.
Yeah.
Now that's
So we
interesting.
kind of watching for a second. We're
Yeah.
like, sir,
How's that going to work out?
sir. Then he starts to charge us.
Oh yeah, you don't want the charging slippery.
The officer that was with me was a little feller,
Yeah.
and he pulled out his taser.
He had a
His
taser.
now taser, and I'm like, get him, because he's getting too close,
Yeah. He's slippery and naked.
and he's enraged. So he fires the taser,
Oh.
and he goes, "Get that mess off of me!"
Oh,
and then the
goodness.
fight was
Oh,
on,
Lord.
and it was ugly for
Oh
everybody.
yeah. When
It
they
took
just
about-
taught you the taser.
Yeah, when they just go, "Get that mess off of me."
I don't want that. He didn't want it. He didn't
Yeah.
want to taser.
You needed water and an AC.
I pushed,
Right, yeah.
I pushed the other officer in front of me, so he got him first,
Yeah.
and then I helped him.
Yeah. I got cold water over here.
Get him.
Hey, Shane, Gregor says he wants me to let you know that you changed him in ways he never knew
Oh
possible
wow.
after sharing time in
Oh.
Austin.
Look at
Is this
that.
going back
Feelings
to
mutual, Gregor. You bastard.
It changed him. In ways
Oh,
he
Gregor's
didn't
a
think
good
was
guy. Good people.
Yep.
Good people.
Is Gregor the one that gave you the sphincter
No,
conversation?
we're talking about sphincter.
possible. That would be a change.
Well, Gregor said, "I'm going to say some stuff, and it's okay. It's,
And we are still live.
It's a Scottish thing."
Oh, okay.
He goes, it's okay in America. A Scotsman will say something to an American, and then it's just natural that you'll pause trying to figure out what the hell I just said, and then the laughter will come.
Got it.
And that happened it happened often during the weekend. He'd say something, and Scott and I'd look at each other, and I'd be like,
We just figured out what you said. So Gregor is a legit Scotsman.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Burn a little bit.
If you noticed, we focused a little bit on single malts and Texas whiskeys today. Focused a little bit, not completely.
Right. Yeah, we had a blended
Intentional but unintentional.
Okay. All right.
You think?
You didn't bring a bottle out.
We tried to match the dram with the guest, which is what we usually try to do. Now, sometimes it may be what they brought on, but I mean, yeah, a lot of the American single malts with balcones, with Colin, I think that'll be kind of interesting to see how that continues. I still think American single malts, maybe I'm out of my mind. I think someday they may be bigger than bourbon. See, there you go. All the bourbon people. Nah.
No, I'm not.
Crazy.
I'm not saying.
Crazy.
I'm not.
Here's the reason why. Now, I love there's some bourbons I just love. Bourbons are huge, but there's not as much play space out there. Now, here's the bias. I like trying multiple different things, but the growth in whiskey hasn't been, we all now love brand X, and brand X is in. It's more of omnivore whiskey drinkers that are trying everything.
Yeah.
Rye, single malt.
But that's still a small percentage. Like you, like me, I like trying all kinds of different whiskeys. I've even been drinking coffee liqueurs with my wife here lately. I actually like the Tia Maria a whole lot. In fact, I've killed a whole bottle of it in about a day and a half. But that's another story.
Yeah.
But bourbon's cultish. There's too many people that are ingrained in bourbon that won't even try.
Sure.
You hand them a scotch and they will just immediately go.
See, I'm talking about the new folks coming in, not necessarily converting folks away from bourbon.
No.
I think there's a play space there that is immense and
That
wide
BTAC
open.
Pappy Van Winkle cult is too hard, and those people are not going to give that up.
Well, I think that'll always be there, but I like the BTACs. So,
Well, yeah, when you can afford them.
well, sure, there's that problem. So, but that's what I like too, though. There's so many bourbons out
You ready for a cigar, Penny?
that really, I'm waiting for there to be enough. I mean, at some point, we're going to hit that whiskey lock where there's going to be so much whiskey out there that the prices will dip again. It'll take a little bit, but they'll dip.
And as much as I like American single malt, I still doesn't hold a candle to Scotch for the most part.
All right. Yeah, I like my peated hardbag,
You was going to do that,
so I'm with you. But
I'm
even
liking the bourbon boom.
and it's not to say that they keep pretty cheap stuff.
yeah,
To me, the current bourbon boom is a lot like the baseball card boom of the 90s. In the 90s, from 88 to 93, this 5-year period was the highest period for anyone to collect baseball cards. Everybody who had them, they're worthless. For the most part, just they mass produced them, everybody bought them. And now no one buys baseball cards.
I know there was tons of different companies and they were popping up and they were putting out multiple types.
And Topps actually just kind of a tangent. Topps just lost the baseball contract for the first time ever.
Wow.
So,
Okay.
Wow.
So kind of like the bourbon boom a little bit, but I am excited about bourbon costing less and being more.
But bourbon goes through cycles. Even,
I think. Well, okay, that's a bold statement, Bart.
That's a bold statement there, Barto.
You're gonna air bold.
Thank you. That is my phrase. If
Here
you're gonna
is-
air boldly.
I don't see that happen. I'm with Scout. The bourbon folk are too immense. But what you will see, the whiskey aficionados will switch to single malt.
Right.
Because they're.
You mean they'll add them in? See, I don't think there'll be a switch.
Yeah,
I
well,
think
yeah.
there'll be an additive
Yeah.
nature to it.
Yeah.
That
Well,
omnivore nature.
I can tell you right now, I have a hard time if I had to choose one American whiskey period right now to buy. The Iron Root, the corn whiskey, the Hubris, I think it is.
That could
Again,
be
we are
just
not.
I know. But
Iron
I
Root.
go to Iron. I've been to Iron Root.
They're damn
without
good
these
people
guys
and they're
all
fun and they're
along.
close to it. So
It is
So
good
I've
stuff.
been down there. I've met Robert Licorice was here. I met his mother. She's the one who sold me last time I was down there. But beside the point, I've always it was here with you guys that Robert gave it to me to test.
There you go.
it's just Four Corn whiskey. I mean, it's honestly,
There'll be, I mean, yeah,
I
Good
think
things.
it's good stuff.
good things are coming from Iron Root. Good things will be coming from
They
Iron Root.
are. Will.
Someday they might even be like the best bourbon in the world.
What do you do with the dump pouch off your
Oh,
tack
yeah.
vest after you've
Here's the
retired
deal,
from being
man.
a cop? Turn it into your pipe pouch.
Wow.
And it was like when we was talking to the Balcones guy, when you guys talking to him, they've increased production 13 times, he said. Well, anytime you start any of these little companies that start to increase production like that, it kind of becomes, when do they become the next? I mean, for them, it's great because they become the next Jim Beam, Jack Daniels, so on and so forth. But when does the quality not match expectations anymore?
Well,
That's the scary part.
Here's my point. Here's what I think is going to happen more, and you're starting to see it already. So the Kentucky Trail, which was bourbon, took off,
Right.
and people were going down there and they were following around going to the stores. Now all of a sudden it can take you, or it will take you 4 days to do the Texas Trail.
Right.
Now you got stuff going on in Seattle, and so you're starting to pick up American regions is what's going on. I think you're going to grow into these regions, and that is where American whiskey just will take off, is you're going to be experiencing regions just like you would if you were in the Highlands or Isla or
Right.
Speyside.
Well, fall 2019, me and the wife did the Tennessee Passport. We went to
See,
2
there you
days.
go.
We
There's
went
another
to
one.
Jack Daniels,
Dickel.
George Dickel. I can't think. We only made it to 5 distilleries.
Woodford.
No,
Nope,
Nope,
good one.
nope,
No,
that's
that was
Kentucky.
West
The other one that was
they were all
pre-
little.
There was the pre one that we talked about. We had early because they don't use the Lincoln County method. Remember that?
Pritchard's.
Pritchard's.
Yeah, Pritchard's.
Yep.
We had to make Pritchard's on the further east. We didn't get to that one, but we kind of did the center part there around Dickel and
Shoot.
that. But there was a little.
Corsair.
Well, I didn't go there. These were the other 3 were little bitty
And
distillers.
Nashville.
When I say,
Or they,
Little bit.
Pennsylvania. They are Nashville.
Yeah, they're Nashville.
That's right.
but one of them wasn't even producing.
somewhere
It
else,
was
too.
they were producing, but they had nothing that was their make yet. They
What
were
are some
buying
comments?
from,
Christopher Malloy wants to know if the 13th hour will feature dancing.
Oh no.
yeah.
Some twerking.
And green shirt with the frown.
Whiskey,
upside
well,
down.
yeah, Whiskey Scout with a twerk.
To quote, it's a boy dance party.
That's when the internet shuts down. Wow.
No, that's when it blows
That's when it
up.
blows up.
That's when it catches fire.
Internet mysteriously completely shut down.
Roy's thinking that once Hallelujah gets busted out, there's going to be some tears.
Oh, wow.
We had a few requests.
Yeah.
for
Writer's tears.
I busted that out
Yeah.
That's
in Austin.
Yes, you did. I heard about it.
I mean, that's a commitment.
Yeah. It's,
That is.
I
That
just want
is.
to see Bart put the green shirt back on and do some 13-hour dancing.
Woo. What else? What other comments we got rolling in?
Let's see here. There's a funny one earlier, other than the dancing. I did see somebody commented sponsored by Iron Root. Probably about the time.
Yeah.
Molasses.
Yeah, they don't need to.
Did you ever stop at that distillery right as you cross the border there?
Time for a Graham loves Shane's pipe.
Yeah, there you go.
Cross
You
the
got the
south
pipe in.
into
Yeah.
Whiskey
Pipe is
Hollows.
always very Lord of the
As you
Rings.
go out
Yeah,
35
you
south
call.
across
Yeah.
the border into Texas. It's always
That's more
another
Kentucky
5,
than-
10 miles.
I know.
Corn
There's a sign
cob.
Yeah.
that says Whiskey Distillery. Yeah.
I like
But it's just on the right hand side in the little town, and it's an old bank.
We got one more log over there by Charlie.
Okay.
It was all right.
Oh, yeah.
What do you
there's-
say?
It was
Oh, there's one over there.
Yeah.
One more log.
Yeah, throw it in.
I did a review on it. It was all right.
Get it right in there.
Nope.
That was
But you
terrible.
should stop. They might be doing better.
You're all right.
Stuff.
Don't let G know about that.
I'm
She's
saving
quite particular on
You
a
ever go
fire.
through there?
Really?
Go through there quite a bit recently.
Just about threw sparks on Penny.
Now, I don't know who Lana is. Y'all,
Lana,
says
yeah.
She hopes to meet somebody in person. I'm assuming she's talking about you all.
Yeah. Well,
She's
she's
met
met
us all
me. She met me
once.
down.
Okay,
Yeah, and
she
she's
must
been
have
out
met
here.
somebody else.
She lives in Tampa.
So much fun, guys. Hopes to see you all in person sometime soon.
Yeah.
Yeah, there you go.
All she needs to do is say she's going to bring another bottle of that
She was here.
cab along with the sherry cask.
Yeah, that was
Fifth
delicious.
Yes. And you should call me everything but late.
temperature dropping a little bit now. Finally.
No, it's
Uh-huh.
finally, it's good campfire weather.
Breeze.
Yeah.
Better in October than in July.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah,
We're
this is much
usually
better
sweating.
already.
Yeah. The bugs are gone.
And not for nothing, but your Bermuda is perfect for settling in a whiskey glass.
Yes.
Not moving at all.
It's a
Yep.
little koozie.
Yep.
Yep. Oh, good call. It's a grass koozie.
Mhm.
That's it.
We are at 75 degrees though. I really thought we'd be 55.
Oh,
I wanted
really?
a little chillier.
I'm
I
loving
wanted a
this.
hoodie
This
and a
is
jacket.
Oh, really? A hoodie?
Campfire.
I think this is
A hoodie.
perfect.
You're surprised by a hoodie?
Yeah, I didn't think you'd
At
go for the
55?
hoodie. You know, I thought maybe you'd be wearing a cape.
Bedazzled.
He's retired and suddenly
Yeah,
everything's changed.
all of a sudden you're bringing out your cape. About time for cape weather. I went, what? What are you doing with a cape?
Smoking jacket.
Don't question the retired.
You're like, this is
Smoking
my
jacket.
retired cape. You didn't know I had it? No, I did not.
As long as he doesn't wear an ascot.
Yeah.
Reach in there and get my wallet.
A lot of robe.
Which one is it?
You'll be doing cape fire jumping pretty soon.
Did you
Oh,
order
what
your
is this?
robe for every day of the week yet? Because you'll be working from hanging out at home, doing stuff at home.
Not yet. I was sitting out. I think it was Wednesday afternoon on my porch and enjoying a beer. I was like, this is
I haven't done that in
nice. Yeah.
30 years. That was college last time that happened.
It's already kicking in that my mind is accepting the fact that I don't have to.
You're
go
not on
back in it
vacation.
off, that I'm not on vacation.
Right.
You just
You
don't
know,
ever have to
and,
go there
it's-
again.
I mean, it was 8 days ago was my 9 days ago was my last day, and it's already like after 28 and a half years, it's just like weight off of my shoulders, sigh of relief.
Yep.
Benny sitting down there was in my academy class. I know he's thinking the same thing.
Getting close.
19,
Yeah, you guys were rookies together.
1993. We're all, well, most of us.
Well, we can't talk about the one.
I remember
I don't-
graduating high school. And
Not me.
That's right.
We can talk about it.
Yeah.
You might not like it.
Off you go.
Everybody only knows how.
That's right.
I know that.
Brotherhood.
How many years did you work at WSU though?
Oh, yeah.
3.
Oh, as a cadet, 88 to
But-
90 for 5 years, 4.5.
So, but that was in law enforcement, whether we wanted to call it law enforcement or not. It was law enforcement related.
I became a reserve sheriff's deputy in my hometown
Yeah.
at 21 and 91.
Hmm.
I'd go up for National Guard drills all day Saturday. Saturday night, I'd go out and ride as a reserve deputy. Get up Sunday morning, go to guard, drive back to Wichita Sunday night.
Goodness. The energy of youth.
Oh, I know.
You
want me to do what? Nowadays, you
Yeah,
go,
that's
"What?"
the
I'm going to be
Yeah.
sleepy.
That's crazy. Tom.
Can I bring my cape?
yeah.
Eric wants to know if you're going to turn into a PI, Scott.
Oh,
no. Nope.
Once you're out of the biz,
Secret agent
you're out
man.
of the biz.
Christopher Malloy wants to know if Barton crosses his legs, do we have a basic instinct moment?
You need a bigger camera.
That's for the ego.
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
Well, Grace does have the picture of you man spreading apparently in the lab.
I think she just meant being big.
No, I think I remember that picture.
What are you talking
You are standing there. You're leaning up against the cabinet. And
Okay.
you're like this.
I just owned it. That's it. That's called boxing you out, baby. I own the
I
paint.
think I remember that. Yeah, you're all.
Yeah, there ain't
You're all
no.
up in it.
Yeah, I boxed you out. You ain't getting near it. This rebound is mine. That's called white dog. It's called biodynamic. Those whiskeys would be great. All right, let's do what else? We got another
You
song.
want another song?
Yeah.
Steve, Shakes is still smoking a cigar.
Oh, Shake's still got a cigar.
He'll be all right.
What do you want to play?
You pick it. You pick it. You guys want to do a sing along? Who wants to do a sing along?
Let's get us warmed up with one first. That's a good one.
What is it?
Yeah, no, I can't remember the name of it, but That's what's his name with the Navy?
Oh, yeah.
Billy's
I
in
can
the
do
Navy
I
or
can do
whatever.
All right.
Do it 3
What do you wanna
Piano
rounds.
man, piano man.
It's a big challenge.
You're right.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's do Piano Man. We're almost.
850. Yeah. I know.
I like it.
Yeah.
It's 9 o'clock on a Saturday, and it is. The regular crowd shuffles in. There's an old man, he's sitting next to me, making love to his tonic and gin. He said, son, can you play me a memory? And I'm not really sure how it goes, but it's sad and it's sweet, and I knew it complete when I wore a younger man's clothes. La la la, did-it-da. La la, did-it-da. La la. Sing us a song, you're the piano man. Sing us a song tonight, 'cause we're all in the mood for a melody, and you've got us feeling all right. Now John at the bar, he's a friend of mine. He gets me my drinks for free, and he's quick with a joke or a light up your smoke, but it's someplace that he'd rather be. He said, Bill, I believe this is killing me, as the smile ran away from his face. And I'm sure that I could be a movie star if I could get out of this place. La la la, did-it-da. La la, did-it-da, la da. Now Paul is a real estate novelist who never had time for a wife. And he's talking with Davy, who's still in the Navy and probably will be for life. And the piano, it sounds like a carnival, and the microphone smells like a beer. And they sit at the bar and put bread in my jar and say, man, what are you doing here? Oh, la, 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 did-it-da. La la, did-it-da, la da. Sing us a song, you're the piano man. Sing us a song tonight, 'cause we're all in the mood for a melody, and you got us feeling all right. And it's a pretty good crowd for a Saturday, and the manager gives me a smile, 'cause he knows that it's me they've been coming to see, to forget about their life for a while. And I screwed them up, so I want to do. And the waitress is practicing politics, while the businessmen swill to get stoned. Yeah, they're sharing a drink they call loneliness, but it's better than drinking alone. La la la, did-it-da. La la, did-it-da, la da. Sing us a song, you're the piano man. Sing us a song tonight, 'cause we're all in the mood for a melody, and you got us feeling all right. All right, that was our version with whiskey and people outside. We got all the words right, just not in the right order.
Close
You got a ring-a-ding-a-ling to Doug Chriso for a $10 super chat. Having a great time today. Enjoy the relaxation.
Very nice.
What do you think?
Still a lot of requests for Hallelujah, Shane.
No pressure.
I don't want to overdo it. That thing's special,
Okay.
and it's better.
That's a
Most
good
people
point.
that were in Austin
Aren't on
here.
there. Okay.
It's up to you. Yeah, no, that's a
All by yourself.
that's a commitment.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but I
that is
usually
true.
need that music in the background.
Okay.
Hold up.
We got to get a speaker.
I know.
I'll do it. I'll do it for y'all, but not tonight. I don't think. I'll do Simple Man. How's that?
We
Yeah.
had some requests for Simple Man.
It was about 2 years ago that Matty passed away. Thank you all for supporting him when we went through that. But Matt Young, and this was Matty's song that he loved. Makes me think about him when he sings
Well, it was later because 2 years ago he was here. Sat right
in
here.
July, and he died in October. He was here in July and he died in October. So it was a good one.
Oh yeah, look at the movie.
Mama told me when I was young, sit beside me, my only son, and listen closely to what I say. And if you do this, it'll help you some sunny day. Oh, yes, it will. Well, take your time, don't live too fast. Troubles will come, but they will pass. You'll find a woman and you'll find love. And don't forget, son, there is someone up above. And be a simple kind of man. Be something you love and understand. Baby, be a simple kind of man. Won't you do this for me, son, if you can? Forget your lust for a rich man's gold. All that you need, it's in your soul. You can do this, oh baby, if you try. All that I want for you, my son, is to be satisfied and be a simple kind of man. Be something you love and understand. Baby, be a simple kind of man. Oh, won't you do this for me, son, if you can? Oh, don't you worry, you'll find yourself. Follow your heart and nothing else. And you can do this, oh baby, if you try. All that I want for you, my son, is to be satisfied and be a simple kind of man. Be something you love and understand. Baby, be a simple man. Oh, won't you do this for me, son, if you can? And baby, be a simple man. Be something you love and understand. Baby, be a simple kind of man. Oh, won't you do this for me, son, if you can? Good job, Penny.
Good job.
Well done.
Shakes Pennington on the guitar, cousin Shane on the vocals, Bart on the tambourine.
Boom, working the wood.
You made that tambourine.
Yeah.
If there's any talent agents watching,
That's
I was
it.
on the sticks earlier. I don't know if you saw that.
Yeah, them sticks going.
I was rocking them things.
Love what you're doing.
Good with the stick.
I'm going to bring a cowbell next time.
Yeah.
Several comments coming in about we're moving into the 13th hour of food.
Woo.
The campfire sometimes is
Yeah,
gone
we let
for,
the campfire roll
yeah,
for a
sometimes
bit.
it goes maybe
Y'all
an hour
sit
and a half, hour
And
40.
drink with us and
Yeah.
just keep going.
This was the relaxation part of the end of the day.
Mhm.
The job well done.
Thank
Yep.
you for the
Salute.
food, Bruno. That was
Oh, my
amazing.
goodness.
You're
Yeah.
welcome. You're welcome.
Yeah,
My
great.
goodness.
We got a lot left over.
Armadillo eggs are amazing.
Did you like it? I think they turned out good.
They did turn out really good.
But yet never hatch.
They never hatch. So you got to eat them.
Yeah, both Roy and Mark Sibilia, as I call him, were both commenting about how it's kind of like this hour, like sitting at your gazebo with your buddies,
Yeah.
drinking whiskey.
Perfect.
And the beauty of the internet is that we can all do it from all
That's
over
right.
and still be in the same spot.
Literally all over the world.
With Iron Root.
Not sponsored.
I sure do love Iron Root.
I couldn't pass my SATs, but then I had an iron room.
The next 15 minutes sponsored by Iron Root.
Just got a super chat come in, a ring-a-ding-a-ling from Octava Vitae.
Thank you, Roy.
He gave £1 for every time he's watched the Glenlivet 18 video this week. That's where cousin.
You know, that's
Shane
amazing to
sends.
me is that was 7 years ago,
Yeah.
and there are people still commenting on it as, you know, time people find it. And Roy pushed a lot of people towards it.
Mhm.
But that was a fun episode.
Mike Melichar wants to know what I'm smoking. This is a Liga Privada T52.
Now,
Legal Lavada.
now, my favorite Cousin Shane video is when you're all sitting down in the kitchen and
Oh,
he
yeah.
pops in from the side door like, what are you doing?
Yeah.
That's it.
I'm here
This
for
is the
drywall.
That's
one.
the Glenlivet
That's what we're
18.
talking about. Yeah.
I'm here for the drywall. Oh,
Yeah.
that's the
Yep.
episode?
That's the
Yeah,
18.
right. That's my favorite.
That's
Yeah.
when he guns it down.
And then he
Doesn't even-
slams the back, and I go, "Whoa, that's an
Yeah, he's
18
like-
year." And he goes, "Well, I did not."
Yeah, you try to
Completely
make all this up.
unscripted.
We gonna smell it? Or we gonna drink it?
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, that was perfect free form.
All right, some more plural ring-a-ding-a-lings coming in. Drew Bills on the Scotch 4 Dummies. To good people and good times. Plus, Shane is awesome.
Thank you, Drew.
Mo Lassus, super chat.
Drew's
Thanks.
pretty talented too behind the
He
piano.
is. Yep, he was in a band.
Ring-a-ding-a-ling to Mo Lassus. Thanks for a great 12 hours of boom. Thanks for tuning in. Mo Lassus, I think you've been here most of the day.
Let's see where it is. There.
And Gregor, time for a dram. For Shane to use an iPhone for backing track on Hallelujah.
When he's ready.
Roy points out it's choking on my own spit.
That's right.
Funny cop story though. That was the only thing Scott said. Scott and I had a conversation. He's like, just talk about. I was a sex crime detective at the time, and we had taken some training. And about halfway through the day, I'm like, my God, the vagina's got a lot of parts. I wasn't aware of all the parts that a vagina's got on it. So I've tried to figure out how to bring that into the conversation.
We are live here, yeah.
Yeah, but no, that's what he talked about in the video.
Yeah,
That's what I said in the
That
video.
is true. That's
That's
right.
inners and outers and uppers and minors and
Yeah.
majors.
That's
It's
right.
got a lot of stuff. It's got a lot.
You said you were surprised they
There's
ain't
a
walking
hood.
I'm
around and
surprised
just,
they can walk around with that thing. It's got a lot of responsibility there. I don't need that kind of responsibility. It's crazy how much. So yeah, I'm sitting in that training and I'm like,
Minors and
Wow.
majors.
that's pretty complicated.
ring a ding a ling out to Mark Broda, another Scotch Ford dummy.
Rhoda.
Thank you, Mark. Appreciate it. Eric Evanson points out all the kids are in bed. No worries.
There you go. That was all clinical.
It was all clinical.
Yeah.
There wasn't nothing dirty about it.
Not sponsored by
Oh, man.
So you boys doing a 10-year gathering?
Well, we haven't. That's a long way. That's
Yeah.
that's 2 years away.
2 years. We would have to start planning soon.
Hmm?
We'd have to start planning soon, I guess. All I know is if we do get together, I want to recreate that Broadmoor first floor piano bar. We
That was
turned
awesome.
that thing into a whole nother dimension.
Now we weren't there, and that's the second time tonight that's been brought up. Can you articulate? Can you tell me what you're talking about?
They had this grand piano in there.
It says do not.
Yeah,
Big
it
sign
says,
that says
"Do
do
not
not
play."
play the piano.
And we come back from the dinner that we did at All Things Barbecue in Delano, and we come back and because everybody
Drew.
was staying there. Yeah, Drew,
From Scotch Ford Dummies.
who played keyboard in the band, he's on there playing. The night manager is playing the same piano with him. They're doing something. You're singing.
And then everybody gathers
Everybody's
around and we all
singing,
started
yeah.
having just a
Nice.
probably
Yeah.
2.5, 3 hours of just standing around
just
singing at the piano.
playing songs. People
It
were
was like
coming
this,
in.
but they're in a really cool.
It was like we were at, I don't even know. It was like the 50s or something.
It was awesome.
There was no internet to entertain you, so you played instruments.
Yeah,
and
you
sang
and
together.
interacted with one another.
Yes.
So what happened to the sign?
Oh,
Still
she
there?
didn't care. It was,
It's still there,
It was like, I'm the night manager.
I think
We
I
can
think it
play
should
it.
say don't touch this thing unless you know how to play it.
Right. And then the way the first floor is set up, it's this big, huge open area that we could really carry and handle the sound. And, oh yeah, we gathered and sang, and man, it was awesome.
Graham Fraser, ring a ding a ling.
Woohoo!
A small boom donation. Thanks, STDs and guests, for a great 12 hours. Graham, thanks for watching. Another ring a ding a ling. Vegas Art.
Wow.
First
Vegas.
comment I've seen from Vegas Art today. Maybe
Yeah.
he's been here. He says, thanks for a great day. Super entertaining with great stories and tunes.
Oh, yes. Oh yeah.
Mark Broda says, the piano bar was fun, but I'd rather take Cousin Shane drinking. My mouth gets me in trouble. Cousin Shane makes damn good backup.
Have you all seen that video of I'm as good once as I ever was? Or
Mhm. I love that one.
that's a good one.
Yep,
Good as I once was.
I ain't as good as it once was, but I'm as good once.
as I ever
Ever
was.
was.
Yep, that's my story.
Yep.
We ought to do Troubadour. That's a good one. That,
Oh, yeah,
that's
there
that
you
one.
go. Yeah, do Troubadour.
Still feel 25 most of the time.
Ooh, love it.
Yep.
Perfect.
So we need some RGB Christmas lights in the background.
There you go.
RGBs, baby.
Not sponsored by Christmas on Crestline.
I want to see you hit it with
I'm saying.
a.
The
with
next
a
song
water
sponsored by I still feel 25 most of the time. I still raise a little cane with the boys, honky tonks and pretty women. Yeah, I'm still right there with them. I'm standing above the crowd and the noise. But sometimes I feel like Jesse James. I'm just trying to make a name, knowing nothing's gonna change what I am. I was a young troubadour when I wrote in on a song. I'll be an old troubadour when I'm gone. You see, the truth about a mirror is that damned old mirror don't really show you the whole truth. It don't show what's deep inside or read between the lines. And it's really no reflection of my youth. But sometimes I feel like Jesse James. I'm just trying to make a name. I know nothing's gonna change what I am. I was a young troubadour when I wrote in on a song. I'll be an old troubadour when I'm gone. But sometimes I feel like Jesse James. I'm just trying to make a name, knowing nothing's gonna change what I am. I was a young troubadour when I wrote in on a song. And I'll be an old troubadour when I'm gone. Yeah, I'll be an old troubadour when I'm gone.
Well done.
Penny and I didn't do this back in college, and I'm still wondering why. Because we would have probably been able to capitalize on that
Sure. Well,
time and time again.
You may not be here now.
Huh?
You all went to college together?
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Shoulda.
Yeah.
Time machine.
Scott Pennington and I lived together during college.
Well, it seems like that's
Explains
what
a
we should
lot.
have been focusing on today.
What's your best college story then?
No. Well, there's this one time.
Yeah, Bart claims that I'm his best friend until Shane comes around.
That's right. Yeah. We're like, we got all the stories. Then they come around, they'll be like, yeah, that one time, 92. I'm like, 92? I didn't know nothing about 90. Yeah, you weren't even around yet. Another 4 years before you were coming around.
I said, Grandpa, what's this picture here? Huh? Sorry, I thought it was that one. Oh. Seen my share of broken halo, folded wings that used to fly. But they're all gone, wherever they go. Broken halos that used to shine. Broken halos that used to shine. Angels come down from the heavens. They come to help us on our way. They come to teach us, then to leave us. Then they find some other soul to save. I've seen my share of broken halos, folded wings that used to fly. They're all gone wherever they go. Broken halos that used to shine. Broken halos that used to shine. Now don't go looking for the reasons, and don't go asking Jesus why. We're not meant to know the answers. They belong to the by and by. Yeah, they belong to the by and by. Yeah. I've seen my share of broken halos, holding wings that used to fly. But they're all gone wherever they go. Broken halos that used to shine. Broken halos that used to shine. We already got that. You missed that part, but keep going. I'll play some of this. What is it?
Sounded good.
Ow!
That's that A with a little B by it. You got a light?
Get it for you.
Now, Bart, Gene wants to know if you cemented this in after the fire.
If what?
If you cemented this in after the fire.
See, let's just try it. Just drum it, and I'll see if
Where's
I
always
can.
here?
Well, I had them put it in when they did all the stuff for the shop and everything.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
So, and then I had them leave a little circle in the middle so I could build this up.
Me and the wife looked at those in that house we bought just now. She wants one in the backyard.
I want to do a little path that'll go over there, and then a little like a pizza fire. Yeah, it'll be a tall chimney that'll be going up.
We looked at these at Home Depot or someplace like that. Then I was over at Sutherland's in El Dorado, and they had just like this, but it was made out of brick.
Solar lights. And you couldn't figure out how to.
Penny's got to tell me what key it is, and then I find my magic harmonica, and then it sounds just like it. It's amazing how that works.
Great.
I took back a $3 light. We left like $4,000 worth of crap.
I went and looked at the bricks, and I bought everything to make a brick patio and a fire pit.
We bought a new house, and my wife thinks she's Joanna Gaines, but she just doesn't realize she's not married to Chip Gaines. She got to figure that one out. That's the big problem.
I thought that I could put this
You wanna
patio
shut her
for
down?
his birthday over a weekend.
Huh?
And I'm like,
Huh?
oh,
It's up
to you.
put it over
Heart
the
of gold.
I
You
work
think
hard.
like my wife?
I'm in here.
Bird come out there. It's raining. I've got the tarps up and everything, and I'm like,
You gonna turn into a pumpkin, Cinderella?
I'm good.
Okay.
We went and bought. She went and bought all of her mom's, put it in front of the house like she likes and stuff. Because we had them in front of the other house. And bought the retaining
I need some water. You want some water?
whatever you call
I'll
them.
get it. You stay.
So I go out there.
Here, put some rye whiskey in that too. You're a good man, Barto.
Tell
Anyway, I
them
got
good
them all
rye
laid out,
whiskey.
but I just
Not
got
none of
them
that
roughed
cheap
in. I
stuff.
kinda straightened them out. I get home, she's got
Eric
everything
says
done.
Bart is
I
Cinderella.
said, that line was not even straight or
Scott to the
level.
Bayou says his cousin Shane.
Them are good people.
Somebody asked if Cousin Shane was from Kansas. Yes, he is from Greensburg, Kansas.
The town that got blown away by the tornado back in 2007.
They got a big meteorite.
Yep, the Palisade
And a big
meteorite
well.
and a big well, world's largest hand dug well.
Mark Sibilia says Garth Brook, please. Ben Demon Hunter says, which Brooks? Like Garth Brooks or Ben Brooks?
We could do
from Solana.
This Old Highway's Getting Longer. That's my favorite Garth Brooks song. That and Baton
You
Rouge.
could do that one.
And
You
I got a lot
started.
of, but we only do a couple of them.
You could do that one you started to sing when you thought Shakes was doing the other song.
Broken Arrows. Or,
In Color.
Yeah.
You like In Color?
Oh yeah, I sing.
Whiskey
with you.
Scout like that one?
Oh yeah, because it reminds me of my grandfather.
Yes,
Sometimes
it
I
does.
cry.
All right. Well, we'll
See,
do.
What he's all about right there.
Yeah, well, he
Let's
was a
do,
World War II vet, the whole 9 yards.
We'll do Too Young to Feel This Damn Old first,
That's a good song too.
and then we'll do that one.
It's up to you.
No, yeah, we're gonna do it.
Yeah. Oh.
I like Curtis Lowe too.
Good job, Christopher Malloy.
James Morgan wants to know if Bart and I would join the Women of Whiskey Stream to help them solve their crime investigation of whiskey puzzle.
I just heard about that.
Absolutely.
This old highway's getting longer. It seems there ain't no end in sight. Sleep would be best, but I just can't afford to rest. I gotta ride to Denver tomorrow night. I call my house, but no one answers. For the last 2 weeks, no one's been home. I guess she's through with me. To tell the truth, I just can't see what's kept a woman holding on this long. And the white line's getting longer, and the saddle's getting cold. I'm much too young to be feeling this damn old. All my cards are on the table with no ace left in the hole. I'm much too young to be feeling this damn old. Competition's getting younger. To the Bronx, you know I can't recall. I won't have tape for Christmas too. Only women and bad food seem to be the only friends I've left at all. And the white line's getting longer, and the saddle's getting cold. Hell, I'm much too young to be feeling this damn old. All my cards are on the table with no ace left in the hole. Hey, I'm much too young to be feeling this damn old. Lord, I'm much too young to be feeling this damn old. Woo! I was singing that back when I was in my 20s. Is there something wrong with that?
Just ahead of your time.
I was like, I felt that back then more than I do now.
I like the Longhorn 16 just a shade better.
All right, In Color.
This is pretty good.
For Whiskey Scout. Give me it. All right. One. I said, Grandpa, what's this picture here? It's all black and white. Ain't real clear. Is that you there? He said, yeah, I was 11. And times were tough back in 35, and that was me and Uncle Joe just trying to survive a cotton farm. The Great Depression. If it looks like we were scared to death, like a couple of kids just trying to save each other, you should have seen it in color. Yeah, pictures worth 1,000 words, but you can't see what those shades of gray keep covered. You should have seen it in color. Oh, and this one here was taken overseas in the middle of hell in 1943. In the wintertime, you can almost see my breath. And that was my tail gunner, old Tommy McGee. Was a high school teacher from New Orleans, and he had my back right through the day we left. And if it looked like we were scared to death, and like a couple of kids just trying to save each other, you should have seen it in color. Yeah, pictures worth 1,000 words, but you can't see what those shades of gray keep covered. You should have seen it in color. On this one, here's my favorite one. This is me and Grandma in the summer sun, all dressed up the day we said our vows. Can't tell it here, but it was hot that June, and that rose is red and her eyes were blue, and just look at her smile. I was so proud. That's the story of my life, right there in black and white. And if it looks like we were scared to death, and like a couple of kids just trying to save each other, you should have seen it in color. Yeah, pictures worth 1,000 words, but you can't see what those shades of gray keep covered. You should have seen it in color. Should have seen it in color. That's good. What is it?
Oh, that is Sagamore Rye.
I like it.
Sagamore.
Yeah.
Give me some more Sagamore.
What about the David Allen Coe song?
I was into whips and things, she was into pain, and I would be black and blue when she called me names. Changed her to the basement floor where she went insane. I was into whips and things, she was into pain, and then it gets really X-rated at me.
Yeah.
Oh
The
yeah.
one we did at Gatchett. About
Oh, it was all
I could do.
I could do to keep from crying. This is a sing-along. Sometimes it seems so useless to remain, and you don't have to call me darling, Barto. You never even call me by my name. Now you don't have to call me Waylon Jennings. Hello, hello. And you don't have to call me Charlie Pride. And you don't have to call me Merle Haggard anymore. Even though you're on my fighting side, and I hang around as long as you will let me. And I never minded standing in the rain. And you don't have to call me darling, darling. You never even call me by my name. Well, I heard my name few times in your phone book.
Hello, hello, hello.
And I'd seen it on songs where I played. But the only time I know I'll hear David Allen Coe is when Jesus has his final judgment day. And I'll hang around as long as you will let me.
You let me.
And I never minded standing in the rain. And you don't have to call me darling, darling. You never even called me by my name. Well, a friend of mine named Shake Pennington wrote that song, and he told me it was a perfect country and western song. Well, I wrote him back a letter, and I told him it was not the perfect country and western song because he hadn't said anything at all about mama or trains or trucks or prison
Or getting
or
fucked
getting
up.
drunk. Well, he sat down and wrote another verse to the song, and he sent it to me, and after reading it, I realized that my friend had written the perfect country and western song. And I felt obliged to include it amongst y'all, so last verse goes like this here. Now, I was drunk
When was
the
I
day my
not?
mom got out of prison,
Hello, hello.
and I went to pick her up in the rain. But before I could get to the station in my pickup truck, she got run over by a damned old train. And I'll hang around as long as you will let me. I never minded standing in the rain. Oh, and you don't have to call me darling, darling. You never even called me. Well, I wonder why you don't call me. Why don't you ever call me by my name? You asked for it.
Good job, Charlie.
Man, it's a little windy.
It's Kansas one, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
You know, for October, not that windy this month yet.
He used to ride motorcycles with
How many
guys.
people are still with us?
Louisiana, well, still do. But
Brune Lau?
50 a minute ago.
he was
50.
he
Wow.
was riding across Arizona, and the wind was blowing worse than this, side wind on motorcycles. He's just white knuckling it out of Louisiana. He said, "That wind doesn't bother you?" I said, "I live in Kansas."
The letter
Like you
says
say.
Cousin Shane are awesome.
Sometimes in Kansas it's windy. Sometimes it's calm like today.
Yeah. Either windy or windier.
Time for a dram says, yes, Shane, they are still here.
Woohoo!
Eric wants to know what the temperature is.
72.
Yeah,
Dropping like a top.
65.
Yep.
Oh,
73.
73.
Oh, I was 1 degree off. I got to recalibrate.
It's got a wind chill.
Yeah.
The bow
Well,
Blair threw me off.
Molasses
Bruno
says he was
making
in
it
fact
up.
drunk the day his mother got out of prison.
Last verse goes like this.
Last verse goes like this here. Like to hear it, here it goes. Oh, creeping. What key is that in? Huh? D? Like a honey sleep beating on my screen door. Got a little buzz in my head, it's cold. From my bed, I can feel the sun. Lord, I feel the morning coming, just a creeping, 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 creeping. I shot out of bed like a bullet from a gun. Flip the switch, leap on the run. Since the day you left me, baby, I can feel the lonely. I can hear the crazy, just a creeping, 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 creeping. Head for the future, run from the past, hide from a mirror lid in the glass. Dreams forget and the whiskey remembers, kind of like molasses in late December. We were creeping, creeping, oh, creeping. All your cocaine tears and caffeine love got under my skin and into my blood. That need you back came over me like I've been crawling on a hickory tree, just a creeping, creeping, oh, creeping, creeping. Head for the future, run from the past, hide from the mirror, late in the glass. What dreams forget and the whiskey remembers, kind of like molasses in late December. We were creeping, oh, creeping. What are you doing? Creeping, creeping, creeping,
Quick.
creeping.
Drop the dick.
Oh yeah. What do we got? What's the next lyric? I don't know either. But that was beautiful until the pick flew out of his hand. It's windy. We said it. It's windy. The more you drink, the better we sound. The more I drink, the harder this gets.
That slow strum there sounded like Copperhead Road.
Oh yeah, that did.
We can do that too.
You got that one?
That was excellent.
Copperhead Road. Good.
No.
We can't do that with this. It's an acoustic though.
Oh yeah. Okay.
But we can. The band. Oh yeah.
Oh wow.
That makes my Twitter twinkle. That one, Unfortunate Son. Oh my God, that song. Some folks are born made to wave a flag. Oh, red, red, white, and blue, yeah.
Then it goes Miller Hendrix. That's my son's milk.
What's that?
Two things. If you Hendrix, you Robert.
Which one are you trying to play? Oh.
My grandfather, my dad comes from 16 brothers and sisters.
Did you see your dad has 16 brothers and sisters?
Four moonshine
As one does.
Well,
I bet
we know what they
there's-
like to do in their spare time.
There's got to be,
Real clear.
there's got to be Catholic in there somewhere.
Grandma was a dyed-in-the-wool bastard.
They were just bored and had no TV.
There you go. Every time my wife says again, I said, hey, I come from good stock.
Did you get the Nate Dwyer super chat? Nate Dwyer super chat.
Ring a ding a ding a ding a ding.
From Seattle. All right.
Woo!
Seattle.
Love it.
Roy finally went to bed.
Hey. Like
Night,
3 in
Roy.
the morning.
Late.
isn't it?
Night, Roy.
Yeah, he's either getting up or going to
Yeah,
bed.
they're 6 hours ahead,
Yeah,
right?
you still have 54 in the chat.
Wow.
You guys are rocking hard this year.
That's crazy.
Oh,
They're
Beautiful
enjoying
night.
the mode.
it is.
It's a good night to be outside having a campfire.
I'm trying to get my wife to go hang deer stands.
Hey, wife, you want to go hang deer
That's
stand
something you
tomorrow?
say in
All right.
Kansas.
Good luck, everybody.
What do you say in Camden? Well, I'm trying to get a wife to go hang some deer.
We had a friend that told his wife one night, we were all sitting around, he's like, honey, would you go down to the laundry room and bring me up my Uzi? The conversation at the table stopped. We're like, did you just ask her to get you an Uzi? Well, yeah. Isn't that where y'all keep yours?
We've been married about 6 years, and I took her deer hunting. It was cold. I put her on top of this hill. She froze her butt off. She never asked to go hunt again. I said, mission accomplished.
I did that with laundry. You make about 5 loads of Barbie clothes, and you never have to do it again.
Yeah.
Honey, I shat in my pants again.
Sexy. What?
Charlie's gonna get in trouble later.
Yeah.
Don't you listen to them, fellas.
Yeah.
That's how you get out of everything.
That's right. I messed up. Sorry.
Hey, can you hang out the rest of the Christmas lights for me? Time for a Dram wants to know why you're burning fence posts, Bart.
That's just a 2x4.
There he
No
said,
fence
no
post.
fence post there.
So I don't know. It was in the in my little pile of stuff to burn. So
Leave it to the Kansas folk to know that ain't no fence.
yeah,
That first one might have been, but that one.
yeah. Well, that's a good
Well, that
point. Yeah,
That's not really a fence
if he's
post.
talking
Fence
about
post
the
is a
old
post
one,
up.
yeah, that
That
was.
one's a fence post.
Yeah, that was
That's a
little
split
cedar
rail
fence.
post.
Yep,
Yeah, that's different.
actually,
That's
had,
good cedar.
It was. Yeah, I had
But
it
it's
at a
a- you
rental,
can
and they
take-
pulled
you
it
can
out
take
and
them
said
old
we
post oaks.
changed stuff.
You
Okay.
can smoke meat, them old post oaks out there that's been out in the field for a long time, and the farmer replaces them. Makes good smoking. You got to water, keep it in the smoking system. But I learned that down in Texas. That's what they started doing down there, and I was reading about it. Well, I'll give that a try. It works.
I got some of that Balcones high rye the other day.
That's good stuff.
Yeah,
love
Matt
it,
from
rye.
Whiskey Crusaders has a cast strength rye that they just put out, but I haven't seen it anywhere.
Well,
Yeah,
that's what
they
Tommy
talked about it
said
a
that
little bit.
they're only doing those in single barrels to store.
So you got to find that.
Yeah,
All right.
that's not a standard release from them. The cast strength rise.
When I was in the vault, I got to try Lock, Stock, and Barrel 13-year rye, which was
It's a great movie.
that was a great movie and great rye.
Yeah, Matt made the mistake of inviting me and Gene down to his basement.
Really?
We're going to go see what we got to see down there.
Oh,
I
Yeah.
haven't been there yet.
oh.
Now, when we get Iron Root, we might take him up on that.
Well, it's
Not sponsored by Iron Root.
All things come back to Iron Root.
It's not Matt's basement. It's his whole house.
Yeah.
That's true.
Bart was telling me that you told him that.
What?
That he is quite impressive.
Oh yeah. Matt, he's
Not that
probably,
there's any competition. We're all equals here.
a couple years ago he had at least 2,000 bottles. He wasn't sure.
Wow.
He's
Just stop counting at
I
that
think
point.
he's over 3,000 or so now. He's
Yep.
buys a lot of whiskey.
So, which leads me to my point. We're in the car ride over here. Gene's like, I'm going to flip those guys off tonight. I'm like, why are you going to flip Bart Scott off? You know how much money we'd have if they didn't get us into whiskey? Yeah.
Yeah, but like what
We
Mark said
assume
earlier,
no
we wouldn't have any
responsibility.
That's right. We take responsibility for all the joy.
Yep.
All the joy you have had.
No liability on the dummies.
That's right.
My wife don't drink, so when she goes, really? I said, well, yeah.
Your wife doesn't drink. That must be amazing. You save so much money.
Well, she's trying to now. She's trying to make these
She's
drinks,
trying to
these
drink?
coffee.
Oh,
these
yeah. You
coffee
brought up the
liqueur
liqueur.
stuff and this stuff. And at first I was like, that one Tia Maria, it's like 26%. Shit's good. I mean, I just drink it. I walk through there and she keep it by the coffee pot and I drink after. It was gone in 2 days. She said, where did this go? I said, I don't know.
Coffee.
We're right down here. Forget the coffee. You didn't add it to nothing, man. Just tip the bottle up and go. If you drank too much, I could see it making you sick at once.
Tell your people to send some requests, and Penny and I'll work on them for the next time.
Next time?
I
Yeah.
saw pink houses in there.
Yeah, Christopher Malloy wanted pink houses a while back.
Oh yeah, that's a good one. There's a blind man with black hair
Good.
living
All the world.
got an interstate running through his front yard. You know he thinks he's got it so good. There's a woman in the kitchen cleaning up the evening slop. And he looks at her and he says, hey, darling, I remember when you could stop a block. Oh, now ain't that America for you and me? Ain't that America for something to see, baby? Ain't that America, home of the free? Yeah, little pink houses for you and me.
Oh, there's your request, Christopher.
There's a
Good job,
young man in a t-shirt listening to a rock and roll station. He's got greasy hair and a greasy smile. He said, Lord, my destination. I remember when I was younger, said, boy, you're gonna be president. But just like everything else, those dreams just kind of came and went. Oh yeah, well, ain't that America? You and me, ain't that America? There's something to see, baby. Ain't that America? Home of the free, yeah. The print counts is for you and me. Oh, darling, that's for you and me. Oh yeah. You're figuring it out, Brennan, but we're done. That's amazing. Good job. No, that guy's awesome.
Yeah.
We got a ring a ding ding
My-
ding ding ding. Time
He'll come
for
over.
Graham.
He's come over to the house
Time for
before. My
Jack.
wife's like, play this one. Steve will go, and she's like,
Oh.
Bridget the midget, the queen of the blues.
Time for a Graham did a $5 shout out, super chat. If anyone can explain what a Scotchman in Oregon is doing streaming a bunch of peeps in Kansas sitting around a campfire, I'm all ears.
well,
All right.
it all
Beautiful.
started back when Al
FDR
Gore
was
invented the internet.
Not while I'm drinking.
A magical man named Al Gore, he invented the internet, and then that brought us all together. You see.
It did shrink the world. Mm.
Gregor and I need to
Scotsman in
drink
Oregon.
more often. More often.
Irwin says, yay, John Mellencamp, Christopher Malloy. Thumbs up.
Jack and Diane's one of my favorite songs.
Yep. That's a good one too. I don't remember too much
And-
of it.
Ben wants to know if Kansas
Scarecrow.
is considered Yankee territory.
Yeah, probably. If you're gonna phrase it for Civil War era.
Christopher Malloy reminds us, if it was up to Al Gore, that fire pit would be electric.
Yeah.
And the internet would be a series of two.
Holler very loudly. Hello.
Yes.
Speak strongly.
Are you there, Alvin?
Yes, I am.
Oh, you had to get a hoodie.
That's why body fat keeps you warm.
That's right. I got some room.
Saturday night, I was downtown working with the FBI, sitting in a nest of bad men, whiskey bottles piling high. Bootlegging boozer on the west side for the people who were doing wrong. Just about to call up the DA man when I heard a woman singing the song. A pair of 45s that may open my eyes. My temperature started to rise. It was a long woman in a black dress, 5'9", beautiful doll. Just one look, I was a bad mess, 'cause that long cool woman had it all. Woo! I like this one. Then she started heading towards my table, a tall walking big black cat. Granny said, I hope that you're able, boy, 'cause I'm telling you, she knows where it's at. Suddenly I heard a siren. Hey, everybody started to run. Jumping out the doors and tables. Then I heard somebody shooting the gun. Well, the PA was pumping my left hand. She was holding my right. I told her, don't get scared, 'cause you're gonna be spared. I gotta be forgiven if I wanna spend my living with that long, cool woman in a black dress. 5'9", beautiful, tall. Just one look, I was a bad mess. That long, cool woman had it all. 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 Oh, she had it all. That one's hard to sing sitting down.
I can't remember the second verses. I don't sing them all the time though. I ain't heard that song in a while.
That was at it was a law enforcement appreciation day where the band was playing, and the DA was walking across the parking lot, and I'm like, the DA was pumping my left hand. And he was like,
Sing it right to him.
yep. Good stuff, people.
What you
What are you
got?
laughing at now?
Oh, just Ben Demon says Shane's rocking. You did good, buddy, says James Morgan. See
He's on
here.
the phone, looks like.
Just looking through her telescope.
Oh. She's spying on the neighbors.
Looking at the moon.
Christopher Roy wants you to play the #1 song on iTunes, but doesn't know what it is.
That's amazing.
It's
Just ask.
a little broad.
Hold on.
As long as it's not.
Hey Siri, what's the #1 song on iTunes?
She ignoring you? Oh. Whew.
Still working.
Yeah.
Something went wrong.
Time for Jam says Shane just flooded half the internet and he knows it.
I figured that would just pop right up in the answer, but it's not popping up.
Mm-mm.
Have you seen that TikTok? The woman's like, Alexa, play a song that makes you think about me, and then you hear,
God.
there's some holes in this house. There's some holes in this house.
That's perfect. Yeah, that's great. You're right on, Alexa.
The phone knows me.
Jordan Wolf says thanks for today. It was great. Well, we're coming up on 10. I think we better wrap it up.
Yeah.
What you think?
I think it's good.
You guys been drinking all day.
They figured it out. The #1 song on iTunes is "Easy" by Adele.
Oh,
I've never heard it, I don't think.
yeah, there you
Big
go.
Adele fan over here, right here.
I mean, I like Adele. I like Adele.
Can't say I've heard that song.
Yeah. Right.
I set fire to the rain. Watch it burn alive. I like Adele. She's sexy.
That's not your best work.
Hey, I'm not Adele.
Yeah.
There's only one.
Molasses is requesting Adele by Shane.
Oh,
Have you ever heard of Leapfrog Studios, people? Leapfrog Studios is Leo Leapfrog Studios. Look it up. Leapfrog Studios. And you got to hear the Sultans of Swing, but you also have to do his version of Hello by Adele.
This is the hate rock.
It's not hate rock. He rocks it up a little bit. Like,
I was in basic training.
hello!
We'd go in the chat Hall for lunch every day. They would have 2 songs playing. That Sultans of Swing.
Yep.
Then they'd have that song from Tina Turner, were on the one she did for Thunderdome.
Oh,
I can't think of the name of it.
oh, it's right there.
But they'd have those 2 songs every day.
Need a
I mean,
hero?
they scheduled that. I guess
I need a
walked
I
the
need a
bitch out
hero.
Every day.
every day at lunch.
That
And
was
you would
Flash
never
Dance.
hear both songs
Or
because
no, Footloose.
you had to combat eat. You get your tray. You got 5 minutes to have your tray turned in and done. So that means you sat down, ate for a minute, then
You
you
had
ate the rest
music?
in line to turn your tray.
I'm still trying to figure out that you had music. This can't be basic training.
Yeah, they had music.
You
in the
had
chow.
music.
In the
We
chow.
had nothing. All you heard was clank, clank,
You were
clank.
getting the fuck up.
Yeah,
private.
you're done.
Put your head in the trash can.
You're done eating.
Was
I
it
don't-
you
I
that had
think
the
so.
guy that
I
had to
think
stand there for
the
like
cooks in back was playing.
24 hours saying I'm an asshole in the trash can?
Yeah. I don't know if it's 24 hours.
That'd be a bit long. 23.
Irwin went to
I'm an
I
ass.
saw, some,
Basic
crazy-
at,
I saw some crazy shit.
Where'd you go to
training.
basic
Fort
at?
Leonard Wood.
Leonard Wood.
Well, that's all right.
Yeah.
Fort Knox was a lot better.
Then he got, at least he got colorful with it.
I seen him treat people like I didn't think people would get treated.
Oh yeah.
Ever.
And how did you guys?
I love your
survive? What
story
was it?
though.
No, no.
After
So I got my
you went-
How
best
do
one.
you survive? You keep your mouth shut and you do what they tell you to
So
do.
I was in
Exactly.
a lot of trouble. I remember this.
Hey,
one.
run,
It's
John!
like day three, we're all standing there locked up. You don't move your head. You don't turn your eyes, nothing. The senior drill's yelling around. He's calling people's names and stuff. All of a sudden, he yells out, "Private Brunelleschi, all out." And I'm thinking, damn, that's awful close. That's pretty close. That's pretty, hold on, we ain't done yet there, Whiskey Scout. I'm thinking, that's pretty damn close. And then Private Brunswinger, fall out. I'm thinking, damn, ain't nobody moved on the Brunelleschi thing. Now he's yelling Brunswinger. Could this possibly be me? But if I turn my head and it's not, I'm in big trouble. And then he said, "You tall dorky," and a couple words I can't really say, with the glasses. I'm like, that's got to be me. I popped up, poop, poop, hit the front. And why didn't you fall out when I called your name? My drill sergeant, my name is Shut Up. Private, hit your face, start counting them out.
There you go, sir.
It is Brunelleschi today, drill sergeant.
He was going from the induction station to
It's actually
regular
Brun
drills. So the
Sheen.
drills had showed up and they were calling out our names. Now I went by my middle name for my entire life growing up because everybody's Robert, so we all go by our middle names. So he drill something. He goes, "Robert Hendricks." There's
Oh,
another
God.
Robert Hendricks here. There's another Robert Hendricks here. And I'm just rubbernecking it. He calls out the last 4 of my social. I said, "That's my social."
You're in a lot of
Oh.
trouble.
Who's he talking?
Oh, you still
He's right
haven't
in front of me
figured
about
out?
2 seconds later. You're the only one with the Hendricks name tag. You gonna come with me or not? Not in those gentle words.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Sir, yes, sir.
But how I made it too was every time they yelled at me, I said,
My
"It's their
fault.
job to yell. It's their job to yell. It's
My
their job
fault.
to yell." That's how I made it through this. I never.
Irwin wants you to close out with the Garth Brooks. Eric wants a tear in my beer because he's crying for you, dear. South Dakota dude says drinking all day plus retirement equals horrible nothing. You're good. You're retired.
Bingo.
You can't drink all day if you don't start in the morning, says Irwin. Elvis from Cousin Shane, please. A scotch on the bayou.
Ooh.
Scotch on the bayou. Scotch
That's the
on the
person.
bayou.
Says what?
I'd have to listen to that one, brother.
That's CCO.
Yeah.
Hank Williams, Eric, what?
No, what did
What does she want?
Scotch on the Bayou is
That's
is
her
Leanne.
name.
You
Yeah.
said Irwin or
Scotch. Let me go back to her again. Scotch. Where did I? She's in here somewhere because I know that because I just said her name. Scotch on the bayou requesting some Elvis from Cousin Shane.
Elvis.
Oh,
Requesting Elvis.
got it.
I'm not.
Yeah,
I like Elvis.
Hound dog.
You ain't nothing but a hound dog,
Right, all the time.
barking all the time. You ain't never caught a rabbit, and you ain't no friend of mine.
Shake them hips. Woo,
Shake
woo.
them hips.
Bring the camera.
He learned
up.
that from Forrest Gump, you know.
that's
There
right.
you go. Chug a Lug by Roger Miller. That's what.
Chug lug, chug lug. Make you wanna holler hidey ho. That's all I know about the song, you
I
know.
can't even remember.
Chug lug, chug lug.
What do you got? I bet you got another one.
We learned rye whiskey like right before this.
Oh,
What you got? You guys got something?
yeah,
good?
you got
Come on,
something
last
good
song.
on the
Closing
sheet.
What do you
song.
got on
Last one.
Closing song. You guys pick one.
Oh, we can do how about some Folsom Prison?
Sure. That's a great one.
Let's do some Johnny.
A little Johnny Cash.
There you go.
Close her
Give me
out.
that shaker.
Woo,
the hell's the
close her
shaker?
out.
Well, I hear the train a coming. It's rolling round the bend. And I ain't seen the sunshine since I don't know when. And I'm stuck in Folsom Prison. And time keeps dragging on. But that train, it keeps moving on down to San Antone. When I was just a baby, my mama told me, son, always be a good boy, don't ever play with guns. But I shot a man in Reno just to watch him die. When I hear that whistle blowing, I hang my head and cry.
Shape spinning.
Well, I bet there's rich folks eating in them fancy dining cars, probably drinking coffee, they're smoking big cigars. But I know I had it coming, I know I can't be free. But those people keep moving, and that's what tortures me. You got you got a doop. You got your doop part.
That song really quick.
Yeah, do your doop part. We got a whole nother verse to do. He's doing his doop. I love that. It makes me happy. I love the doop. Here we go. Well, if they freed me from my prison, if that railroad train was mine, I'd probably drive that mother farther down the line, far from Folsom Prison. That's where I long to stay. And I'd let that lonesome whistle blow my blues away. You forgot your doot there. But we
Thanks to everybody that tuned in.
Yeah,
Thank you,
thank
Iron
you.
Roots all day.
Bye, dummies!
Thanks, Iron Roots.
This campfire is sponsored by Iron Roots Distillery. Denison, Texas.
That's right.
The licorice family.
Hubris.
Hubris.
Hubris. And
Armagnac.
Icarus.
Woo!